My beloved child, stop for a moment. Before you scroll away, before another distraction steals your attention, before the noise of this world pulls you back into its endless demands, stay here with me. Stay until the end because this message is for you. There is something your heart needs to hear today. Something I have been whispering to you through quiet moments, through sleepless nights, through unexpected tears, through the ache you've struggled to explain. And now I am speaking clearly. Not to condemn you. Not to remind you of your failures. Not to reopen old wounds. I am speaking because I love you. I love you more deeply than words can ever express. I love you more than your mind can fully understand. And because I love you, I cannot remain silent while you continue carrying burdens that were never yours to bear. My child, I have watched you fight battles nobody knows about. The world sees your smile. The world sees your strength. The world sees the version of you that keeps moving forward. But I see everything. I see the tears that never reached anyone else's eyes. I see the anxiety you hide behind polite conversations. I see the exhaustion you carry into bed every night. I see the moments when you sit alone wondering how much longer you can keep pretending everything is okay. I know about the fears you never speak aloud. I know about the disappointments you keep replaying in your mind. I know about the heartbreak that still lingers beneath the surface. Nothing about your pain is hidden from me. Nothing. Not one tear. Not one sleepless night. Not one silent cry for help. I was there through all of it. Closer than you realize. Closer than your next breath. Closer than the thoughts moving through your mind right now. And even when you felt abandoned, I never left. Even when your prayers seemed unanswered, I never stopped listening. Even when you questioned whether I cared, I was holding you. You may not have felt my presence. You may not have understood what I was doing. But my child, feelings are not always facts. My love for you has never depended on your ability to feel it. My faithfulness has never depended on your ability to recognize it. I have remained beside you through every storm. And today I need you to hear this truth. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are not abandoned. You are not fighting alone. You belong to me. Right now, as you listen to these words, I want you to let that truth sink into your spirit. You belong to me. Not because you earned it. Not because you've done everything right. Not because you've been perfect. You belong to me because I created you with purpose. I formed you intentionally. I knew your name before anyone ever spoke it. I knew every chapter of your story before your life began. And despite knowing every mistake you would make, I chose you anyway. Think about that. I knew your weaknesses. I knew your doubts. I knew every wrong turn, every moment of rebellion, every season of confusion, every failure. And I still chose you. I still called you mine. I still loved you completely. My child, there is something I need you to understand. The enemy has worked tirelessly to convince you that your mistakes define you. He has whispered lies into your wounded places. He has told you that you're not enough, that you're too damaged, too broken, too far gone, too weak, too sinful, too difficult to love. And little by little, those lies began to sound like truth. You started believing them. You started carrying labels I never gave you. You started seeing yourself through the lens of pain instead of the lens of my love. But today I am breaking those lies. Today I am speaking truth over your life. You are not what happened to you. You are not the worst thing you've done. You are not the opinions others formed about you. You are not your failures. You are not your anxiety. You are not your shame. You are not your past. You are my beloved child. Chosen, known, protected, desired, deeply loved. Comment Amen if you are ready to receive that truth today. Because what I am about to tell you could change everything. My child, you've been carrying wounds for far too long. Some came from rejection. Some came from betrayal. Some came from words spoken over you when you were vulnerable. Some came from people you trusted. People you thought would stay forever. People you believed would protect your heart. Yet they left scars behind. And those scars became walls. Walls around your emotions. Walls around your dreams. Walls around your trust. Even walls between you and me. I understand why you built them. I understand why you became cautious. I understand why opening your heart feels dangerous. But those walls that once protected you are now preventing healing. Those walls that helped you survive are keeping you from experiencing the fullness of life I created for you. And that is why I am calling you closer. Not because I want to expose your weakness. Because I want to restore your strength. Not because I want to shame your wounds. Because I want to heal them. My child, I am not afraid of your broken places. I am not intimidated by your struggles. I am not overwhelmed by your pain. Bring me the pieces. Bring me the confusion. Bring me the disappointment. Bring me the anger. Bring me the questions. Bring me the fear. Bring me everything. You do not have to clean yourself up before coming to me. You do not have to become stronger before I help you. You do not have to figure everything out before I draw near. Come exactly as you are. And watch what my grace can do. Because I am still in the business of miracles. I still restore broken hearts. I still open impossible doors. I still make pathways through wilderness seasons. I still bring light into darkness. I still turn mourning into joy. I still transform pain into purpose. And I am preparing to do something beautiful in your life. Even now. Especially now. I know it doesn't always look that way. I know there are situations that make no sense. I know there are prayers that seem delayed. I know there are dreams that feel forgotten. I know there are doors that remain closed. But hear me carefully. A delay is not a denial. Silence is not abandonment. Waiting is not rejection. My timing is working in places your eyes cannot yet see. Behind the scenes, I am arranging circumstances, opening opportunities, removing obstacles, protecting you from things you don't understand, preparing blessings you have not imagined, fighting battles you cannot see, working all things together for your good. Nothing is wasted in my hands. Not your tears, not your waiting, not your suffering, not even your mistakes. I can redeem what seems impossible to restore. I can breathe life into places that look hopeless. I can bring beauty from ashes. And I will. My child, a breakthrough is closer than you think. Do not surrender to despair now. Do not quit during the chapter before the miracle. Do not allow temporary darkness to convince you that dawn is not coming. Because dawn is coming. Healing is coming. Restoration is coming. Freedom is coming. Peace is coming. The story is not over. In fact, something new is beginning. Something holy. Something unexpected. Something that will remind you that I have been with you all along. Type "Jesus is with me" in the comments if you believe He is working even when you cannot see it. Because in the next part of this message, I am going to reveal why the battle you've been facing is not an accident, what heaven is preparing for your future, and how I am leading you into a season of healing, restoration, and divine breakthrough unlike anything you've experienced before. My beloved child, take a deep breath and listen carefully. What I am about to tell you may change the way you see your entire journey. For so long, you have looked at your struggles and wondered why. Why did that door close? Why did that relationship end? Why did the people you trusted disappoint you? Why did the answers take so long to come? Why did you have to walk through seasons that felt darker than anything you expected? You searched for explanations. You replayed conversations. You questioned your decisions. Sometimes you even questioned yourself. And in your weakest moments, you wondered if perhaps I had forgotten you. But my child, I need you to understand something. The battle you have been facing was never proof that I abandoned you. It was evidence that something valuable lives inside you. The enemy does not waste his energy attacking what has no purpose. He attacks what carries promise. He attacks what carries destiny. He attacks what carries light. And you carry all three. Long before you recognized your calling, I saw it. Long before you discovered your gifts, I placed them within you. Long before you dreamed your dreams, I planted them inside your heart. The enemy saw your potential before you fully understood it yourself. That is why the attacks came. That is why discouragement followed you. That is why fear tried to become your companion. That is why anxiety fought so hard for control. That is why doubt kept whispering in the darkness. But hear me clearly. The attack was never greater than my protection. The darkness was never stronger than my light. The storm was never bigger than my power. Not even close. I was standing beside you through every battle. When tears soaked your pillow at night, I was there. When panic gripped your chest, I was there. When loneliness filled the room, I was there. When disappointment shattered your expectations, I was there. When you felt like giving up, I was there. You survived because I sustained you. You kept moving because I strengthened you. You kept breathing because my hand remained upon your life. There were moments you thought you had reached your limit. Moments when you believed you could not continue. Yet somehow you found strength for another day. Somehow you found courage to keep walking. Somehow you kept going. That wasn't an accident. That was my grace carrying you. My child, I know the exhaustion you feel. I know what it is like when your soul becomes weary. Not just physically tired. Not just mentally drained. But exhausted deep within your spirit. The kind of exhaustion that makes hope feel difficult. The kind of exhaustion that makes faith feel heavy. The kind of exhaustion that whispers, maybe nothing will ever change. But those whispers are not the truth. The truth is that your season is shifting. The truth is that healing is already beginning. The truth is that I am restoring things you thought were permanently lost. You may not see the full picture yet. Seeds grow underground before they break through the surface. The sunrise begins before the first ray becomes visible. Breakthrough often starts before you recognize it. And right now, beneath the surface of your circumstances, I am working. I am healing wounds you cannot see. I am strengthening weak places. I am rebuilding confidence that was stolen. I am restoring dreams that were buried. I am renewing faith that nearly disappeared. I am teaching your heart how to trust again. Not in people. Not in circumstances. Not in temporary things. But in me. Because I never fail. People may disappoint you. Situations may change. Plans may collapse. But my promises remain. My faithfulness remains. My love remains. And my plans for your life remain. There are blessings I have prepared that no person can cancel. There are doors I will open that no one can shut. There are miracles assigned to your future that fear cannot stop. Do not measure your future by your current circumstances. Do not measure my power by today's limitations. Do not allow today's struggle to define tomorrow's possibilities. I am bigger than the obstacle. I am greater than the diagnosis. I am stronger than the addiction. I am larger than the fear. I am more powerful than every chain trying to hold you captive. And I am already moving on your behalf. My child, there are things I protected you from that you never saw. There were relationships that would have destroyed your peace. There were opportunities that looked perfect but carried hidden pain. There were paths that seemed attractive but would have led you away from your purpose. You called some of those moments disappointments. I called them protection. You called them setbacks. I called them redirection. You called them closed doors. I called them mercy. One day you will look back and understand why certain things never worked out. One day you will see how my hand guided you even when you felt confused. One day you will thank me for prayers I did not answer the way you expected. Because, my child, I see what you cannot see. I know what is ahead. I know the people you have not met yet. I know the opportunities that have not arrived yet. I know the healing that has not fully manifested yet. I know the testimony that is being written through your pain. Nothing surprises me. Nothing catches me off guard. Nothing has escaped my attention. And because I know the end from the beginning, you can trust me. Even here. Even now. Even in uncertainty. Especially in uncertainty. Comment I trust your timing if you are choosing faith over fear today. Because faith is not pretending everything is perfect. Faith is trusting me when everything is not. Faith is believing that I am working even when you cannot see evidence. Faith is taking one step forward when the entire path remains hidden. And every step you take toward me matters. Every prayer matters. Every act of obedience matters. Every decision to trust matters. Every moment you choose hope over despair matters. Nothing is wasted. Nothing is forgotten. Nothing goes unseen. My child, there is another truth I need you to hear. You have spent too much time fighting battles that were never yours to carry. You have tried to control outcomes. You have tried to fix people. You have tried to manage every detail. You have tried to hold everything together. And it has exhausted you. Because you were never designed to carry the weight of the world. You were designed to carry my presence. There is a difference. When you carry the world, anxiety grows. When you carry my presence, peace grows. When you carry the world, fear increases. When you carry my presence, courage rises. When you carry the world, you become overwhelmed. When you carry my presence, you discover strength beyond yourself. So release what does not belong to you. Release the fear. Release the guilt. Release the constant need to have every answer. Release the pressure to be perfect. Release the burden of trying to save everyone. Place it in my hands. Trust me with it. Let me carry what you cannot. Let me fight what you cannot. Let me heal what you cannot. Let me restore what you cannot. You do not have to earn my help. You only need to receive it. Because I am not standing at a distance waiting for you to succeed. I am standing beside you ready to help you rise. And my child, hear this promise. The chapter you are in now is not the final chapter. The pain is not permanent. The waiting is not forever. The darkness is not the end. A new season is approaching. A season of healing. A season of clarity. A season of restored joy. A season of unexpected favor. A season where the things I whispered in private begin appearing in public. A season where your scars become testimonies. A season where your tears become seeds for future blessings. A season where you finally understand that I never abandoned you for a single moment. Stay close to me. Keep believing. Keep praying. Keep trusting. Because what I am preparing is greater than what you lost. And in the next part of this message, I will reveal the identity I have always seen in you, the lies that must finally be broken, and the powerful prayer that will help you step into the future I have prepared for your life. Type, Jesus is my strength if you are still standing because of His grace. My beloved child, if you have stayed with me this far, it is not by accident. There is a reason these words have found you today. There is a reason your heart feels something stirring deep within. There is a reason hope is beginning to rise again. Because I am calling you into a new understanding of who you are. For too long, you have looked at yourself through the lens of pain. You have measured your worth by your failures. You have allowed old wounds to define your identity. You have listened to voices that never had the authority to name you. The world called you weak. Fear called you incapable. Shame called you unworthy. Your past called you damaged. Disappointment called you forgotten. But none of those voices created you. I did. And the one who creates has the authority to define. So listen carefully. You are not who your mistakes say you are. You are not who your fears say you are. You are not who your past says you are. You are who I say you are. You are chosen. You are loved. You are seen. You are valuable. You are protected. You are called. You are forgiven. You are mine. Before anyone formed an opinion about you, I knew you. Before anyone criticized you, I loved you. Before anyone rejected you, I chose you. Before anyone wounded your heart, I already had a plan to heal it. Nothing about your life has surprised me. Nothing about your journey has caught me unprepared. And nothing about your future is outside my control. My child, there are dreams inside you that have not died. I know you thought they were gone. I know disappointment convinced you they would never happen. I know delays made you question whether they were real. But I placed those dreams there. And what I plant, I can revive. Some dreams needed time. Some dreams needed preparation. Some dreams needed healing before fulfillment. Because if I had given you everything when you first asked, you would not have been ready to carry it. The waiting was not punishment. The waiting was preparation. The delay was not rejection. The delay was development. I was strengthening your character, deepening your faith, teaching your spirit to trust me, building foundations strong enough to support the blessings that are coming. You see lost years. I see training. You see setbacks. I see growth. You see unanswered questions. I see a masterpiece still unfolding. And one day, you will look back and understand why every chapter mattered. Even the painful ones. Especially the painful ones. Because those seasons taught you things comfort never could. They taught you compassion. They taught you perseverance. They taught you dependence upon me. They taught you that my strength becomes most visible when your own strength reaches its limit. My beloved child, the enemy tried to convince you that your story was ending. But heaven says your story is just beginning. The enemy tried to bury your purpose beneath discouragement. But purpose cannot be buried when I am the one who planted it. The enemy tried to silence your faith. But every battle only created a stronger testimony. The enemy tried to make you quit. Yet here you are. Still standing. Still breathing. Still searching for me. Still hoping. Still listening. That alone is evidence of my hand upon your life. You may feel weak, but you are stronger than you realize. Not because of your own power, because I am with you. And when I walk beside you, fear does not get the final word. Anxiety does not get the final word. Depression does get the final word. Failure does not get the final word. The final word belongs to me. And my word over your life is hope. My word over your life is restoration. My word over your life is healing. My word over your life is victory. My word over your life is peace. So stop agreeing with every fearful thought. Stop accepting every lie as truth. Stop speaking defeat over yourself. The battle for your future begins with what you choose to believe. Believe what I say about you. Believe that I am still working. Believe that your best days are not behind you. Believe that miracles are possible. Believe that healing can happen. Believe that doors can open. Believe that chains can break. Believe that joy can return. Believe that your life has purpose. Believe that I am faithful. Because I am. I always have been. I always will be. Comment Jesus is with me if you are choosing to believe that today. My child, there is freedom waiting for you on the other side of surrender. Not surrender as the world understands it. Not giving up. Not admitting defeat. Surrender is placing your hand inside mine. Surrender is saying, Lord, I trust you more than I trust my fears. Surrender is allowing me to lead when you cannot see the road ahead. Surrender is exchanging control for peace. Exchanging anxiety for trust. Exchanging striving for rest. That is where healing begins. That is where transformation begins. That is where new life begins. You do not have to carry tomorrow today. You do not have to solve every problem tonight. You do not have to know every answer before taking the next step. You only need enough faith for this moment. Enough faith to trust me today. Enough faith to believe I am near. Enough faith to place your future in my hands. And I promise you this. I will never fail you. People may fail. Plans may fail. Resources may fail. Circumstances may fail. But I will not. I remain the same yesterday, today, and forever. The same God who parted seas. The same God who healed the sick. The same God who raised the dead. The same God who comforted the brokenhearted. The same God who carried you through every previous storm. And I am carrying you still. Now, before we finish, I want us to pray together. Wherever you are right now, Open your heart. Let every wall come down. Let every burden be laid aside. And receive these words as a prayer over your life. Prayer. My precious Jesus, today I come before you with an open heart. You know every part of my story. You know every wound, every fear, every hidden struggle, every unanswered question. Nothing is hidden from you. Nothing is beyond your reach. Lord, I surrender my burdens into your hands. I surrender my worries. I surrender my disappointments. I surrender my fears about the future. I surrender the pain I have carried for far too long. Replace my anxiety with your peace. Replace my confusion with your wisdom. Replace my weakness with your strength. Heal every wounded place within me. Restore what has been broken. Renew what has grown weary. Revive every dream you have planted in my heart. Teach me to trust your timing even when I cannot understand the process. Help me walk by faith instead of fear. Protect my mind from lies. Protect my heart from bitterness. Protect my spirit from discouragement. Fill me with courage, hope, and unwavering confidence in your promises. Open the doors you have prepared for me. Let me toward the people, opportunities, and purposes you designed for my life. Let my testimony bring glory to you. And let your light shine through me wherever I go. Thank you for loving me when I felt unlovable. Thank you for staying when others walked away. Thank you for carrying me through every battle. Thank you for never abandoning me. I choose today to trust you. I choose today to follow you. I choose today to place my future in your hands. In your mighty and loving name I pray. Amen. My beloved child, as this message comes to an end, remember this. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are not beyond redemption. You are not defeated. You are deeply loved. You are chosen for a purpose. You are protected by grace. You are guided by my hand. And the story I am writing in your life is not finished yet. Keep walking. Keep believing. Keep praying. Keep trusting. Because your breakthrough is closer than you think. Your healing is already beginning. Your restoration is already unfolding. And I am with you every step of the way. Type Amen if you trust God's plan for your life. Share this message with someone who needs encouragement today, and may the peace of Christ fill your heart now and always.